All of a sudden, I get a text yesterday. Did you hear what your boss said? And I go, which boss? I've got a few of them. Mark Lazarus. I said, wait, I get fired? And they said, no, he talked about playoff beards. He doesn't like playoff beards in hockey. I said, oh, okay. So all of a sudden, it started to blow up. I thought, well, Paulie, get a hold of Mark. So Mark Lazarus, the NBC Sports chairman, joins us now. How did this develop into a story, Mark?
Well, it was a comment to a reporter at the game in Chicago on Monday night that I had mentioned to him that I had made some quiet reference to it to the NHL at one point and to the NHL Players Association at one point, that I think it would be a nice and interesting change, and he ran with it, and it's turned into a little bit of a pop culture story, and been nothing but I've been nothing but the butt of the joke on Twitter for the last 24 hours or so. But
what did the NHL say when you threw this or sent up the balloon?
Listen, this was an observation. I made no demands, and that this is an observation that I think we could really raise the profile of players. And if some players chose not to go the playoff beard route, that they could raise their profile, we could get a better look at them, and hopefully build not just the core fans that are there, but bring in more casual fans who would understand the accessibility, likability, and that these players have. And no one gave any pushback, and it was really more of an observation and no demand on that. I did notice you put a beard on me.
Yes.
In the last segment, and you made me look like Mr. French from Family Affair.
Yes, or James Lipton. There was a little bit of that as well. You don't grow a playoff beard.
I do not, and I'm not even sure I have the capability to grow a playoff beard.
Did you hear from any of the players? Have you ever heard from players about the playoff beards, or that?
I have not.
Oh,
I have not.
Okay.
And listen, we have nothing but respect for the players. We're in this with them to grow the game. And that was the sentiment that I made these comments with, to help grow the game. Hopefully, maybe some of them would end up with potential for endorsements, because these are great spokesmen for the game of hockey. Most of them come from families that invested a lot in getting them there. They're articulate. They have an ability to market themselves in the game, and I think that would be a continued good thing for the growth of hockey.
But if you look at, some people look at the playoff beard, like they get caught up in the playoff beard. Bjorn Borg at Wimbledon would always grow his beard during Wimbledon. It always signified sort of like, this is serious. I don't even have time to shave. So there is something about the playoff beard. And also you have superstition and tradition that comes into play as well with these guys.
Yeah, and if you read my comments, I talked about that superstition and tradition, and I understand that and have a great appreciation for that. But 16 teams make the playoffs. 15 of them don't win, so there's a 94% failure rate there. Maybe somebody will buck the trend and go all the way.
How is the state of hockey? If you can take off your boss's hat and step back from it and look at it and where it kind of fits in society, with society.
We think hockey is very healthy and continues to grow. Our ratings this year and for not just the playoffs but into the regular season have been very strong. It's widening its appeal, not just to what the core fans in what I would call northern cities, but geographically widening. If you look at the success in Nashville, in Tampa, out west, in Anaheim, with the Kings as well. So there's a broadening appeal of the game. The audiences that we're seeing for television are younger and more affluent, more technologically savvy than many other sports. The speed and intensity of playoff hockey, I don't believe, can be rivaled anywhere else in sport. And to me, a playoff game, a Stanley Cup game, a game 5, 6, 7, when everything's on the line, there is nothing more intense in sports.
You okay with a hockey team in Las Vegas?
Sure. If they've sold a lot of tickets, and if the community is going to support it, I think it's a great thing. Any community that will support it, we're all for. If you look at ratings we're getting 15 ratings in Tampa this week, and that's a southern city that has never really had the ability to support a sport like this.
Well, NBC also carried the Triple Crown. Was it better for the network to have an actual Triple Crown winner or keep waiting for a Triple Crown winner?
It's a subject of great debate. I believe that having a Triple Crown winner is great for the sport of horse racing. I think it makes it part of the pop culture dialogue. We're going to see American Pharoah run again. Having won the Triple Crown, I think it's going to elevate some of the racing that's going to go on the rest of the year. And I think 37 years was long enough to wait, and it's now in the realm of the possible. And I think it will inure to the benefit of the sport, and we feel very fortunate to be partners with all three Triple Crown races and that we can bring it to the American public.
Can I grow a beard for Football Night in America?
Completely your call.
What about a mullet and a beard?
I would recommend against it,
okay.
But again, your call. We were only going to shoot you from the front, so the mullet's not going to get a big play.
I'm going after a new demographic, though. I'm going after the hockey fan and player. I'm going for the mulleted.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing that.
I'm sure you'll see that in the ratings. It'll show up there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with the internet there and Twitter.
I appreciate it. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. That's Mark Lazarus, the NBC Sports chairman.